Today I'm going to be talking about how to knit from silk hankies. So the first thing you need to do is get some really nicely colored silk hankies, and there's several hanks in there, about 5 to 7 sometimes, maybe even more. You're going to want to pull off just one to work with. And then set the others aside to do something else with them. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to just stretch them out so you get all the fibers to the edges. And once you get them about pretty thin, what you want to do is you want to come to the center of your hanky, and you just want to take your fingers in there and just poke a hole, and then put both hands in there and then just stretch it out. Then keep working your hanky until it's really thin, the consistency that you want all the way around. Stretch it. You don't have to worry about silk breaking too much. Just keep moving around the edge. You want to have some space between your hands, because if your hands are really close, silk is going to be really strong. So make sure it's thin all the way around. And when you have it as thin as you'd like it, you're going to go ahead and just break it. And then what I like to do is, since silk sticks to everything, I like to just kind of coil it in a loose little ball around my fingers and make myself a little coil to knit from. Now if you don't knit, you can crochet, and of course if you're a spinner, you could easily spin the silk into yarn a lot thinner than you're going to be using to knit with. But if you don't spin, it's really fun to just knit or crochet with it. So I'm going to just do a long tail cast on. So I'm going to make my slip knot. And silk hankies are really nice to use to make jewelry because they really just sparkle. So I'm doing a long tail cast on. Just cast on like you would any other yarn. I'm using a 5mm knitting needle or an H crochet hook. Then you get your loops, and then you can do any sort of knitting pattern that you would like to do.